and stern. Something have you heard of Hamlet's transformation? I entreat you both that, of being so young days brought up with him and so neighbored to his youth and humor, that you vouchsafe your rest here in our court for some little times, that by your companies you may draw him on to pleasures and gather so much from the occasion that you may glean that open lies within our remedy.
Good gentlemen, he hath much talked of you, and sure I am there are not two men living to whom he more adheres to. Both your majesties might, by the sovereign power you have of us, put your dread pleasures more into command than into entreaty.
But we both obey, and here give up ourselves in the full bent to lay our services freely at your feet to be commanded.
Thanks, gentle Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
Thanks, Guildenstern and gentle Rosencrantz, and I beseech you instantly to visit my too much changed son.
Heavens make our practices and our presence pleasant and helpful to him.
Aye, amen.
Here, my lord, I assure my liege I hold my duty as I hold my soul both to my God and to my gracious king. And I do think, or else this brain of mine hunts not the trail of policy so sure as it hath used to, that I have found the very cause of Hamlet's lunacy.
Oh, speak of that do I long to hear. He tells me, sweet Gertrude, he hath found the head and cause of all your son's distemper.
I doubt it is no other but the main, his father's death and our or a hasty marriage.
Well, we shall sift him.
My liege and madam, to expostulate what duty should be, what majesty is, why day is day, night is night, and time, we're nothing but to waste day, night, and time. Therefore, since brevity is the soul of wit and tediousness, the limbs and outward flourishes, I will be brief.
More matter with less art.
Madam, I swear I use no art at all. Your noble son is mad. That he is mad, 'tis true. 'Tis true, 'tis pity, and pity, 'tis true, a foolish figure. But farewell it, for I will use no art. I have a daughter, while she is mine, who in her duty and obedience mark, hath given me this. Now, gather and surmise.
Doubt the stars are fire, doubt the sun doth move, doubt truth to be a liar, but never doubt I love. Oh, dear Ophelia, I am ill at these numbers, I have not art to remedy my groans. I thought I loved thee best. Oh, most best, believe it. Adieu. I nevermore, most dear lady, whilst this machine is to him, Hamlet.
How hath she received his love?
What do you think of me, my lord?
As of a man faithful and honorable.
I would fain prove so. I went round to work, and thus to my young mistress did I speak. Lord Hamlet is a prince. Out of thy star this must not be. Then I precepts gave her that she should lock herself from his resort, admit no messengers, receive no tokens, which done, she took the fruits of my advice, and he, a short tale to make, fell to a sadness, thence to a watch, thence to a lightness, thence to a fast, and by this declension into the madness where now he raves, and all we mourn for.
Do you think 'tis this?
It may be, very likely.
Take this from this, if this be otherwise. I will find the truth, though it were hidden deep within the center.
How may we try it further?
You know, sometimes he walks 4 hours here together.
So he does indeed.
At such a time I'll lose my daughter to him. Be you and I be behind the arras and o'erhear the process. If he love her not and be not from his reason fallen thereon, let me be no assistant for the state, but keep a farm and carters.
We will try it.
But look, where sadly the poor wretch comes reading.
Away, I do beseech you both. I'll board him presently. Oh, give me leave. How does my good Lord Hamlet?
Excellent well, God mercy.
Do you know me, my lord?
Well, excellent, sir. You are a fishmonger.
Not I, my lord.
Well, I would you were so honest a man.
Honest, my lord.
Aye, sir, to be honest as this world goes is to be one man picked out of 10,000.
That's very true.
Have you a daughter?
I have, my lord.
Let her not walk in the sun. Conception is a blessing, but not as your daughter may conceive. Friend, look to it.
I'll say you by that. Still harping on my daughter. What do you read, my lord?
Words. Words. Words!
What's the matter, my lord?
Between who?
I mean the matter that you read.
Slander, sir, for the satirical rogue says here that old men have gray beards. Their faces are wrinkled, their eyes purging thick amber and plum tree gum, and that they have a plentiful lack of wit, together with most weak hands, all of which, though I most powerfully and potently believe, I would not hold it in honesty to have it thus set down, for you yourself, sir, should be as old as I am. If like a crab you could go back backward.
Though this be madness, yet there is method in't. Most humbly do I take my leave of you, my lord.
Ah, you cannot, sir, take anything from me that I will most willingly part with all. Accept my life.
My lord.
Accept my life. Accept my life!
Fare you well, my lord. Go you to seek the Lord Hamlet, there he is.
These tedious old fools.
My honored lord.
My most dear lord.
My excellent good friends, how dost thou, Rosencrantz? Oh, Guildenstern, good lads, how do you both?
As the indifferent children of the earth.
Happy in that we are not over happy. On Fortune's cap we are not the very button.
Nor in the soles of her shoes.
Neither, my
And
lord.
maybe about her waist or in the middle of her favors.
Faith her, private speak.
Or in the secret parts of Fortune. Most true, she is a strumpet. What's the news?
None, my lord, but that the world's grown honest.
It's doomsday near, but your news is not true. Let me question more in particular. What have you, my good friends, deserved at the hands of Fortune that she sends you to prison hither?
Prison, my lord?
Denmark's a prison.
Why then your ambition makes it so? 'Tis too narrow for your mind.
Oh God, I could be bound in a nutshell and count myself a king of infinite space, were it not that I have bad dreams.
And dreams are in which ambition, my lord?
Now, in the beaten way of friendship, what make you at Elsinore?
To visit you, my lord, no other occasion.
Beggar that I am, and even poor in thanks, I thank you. And you're my good friends, my thanks are too dear a halfpenny. Were you not sent for? Come. Deal justly with me. Come, come, nay, speak.
My lord, we were sent for.
I will tell you why. So shall my anticipation prevent your discovery, and your secrecy to the king and queen mold no feather. I have of late, wherefore I know not, lost all my mirth, forgone all custom of exercise, and indeed it goes so heavily with this disposition that this goodly frame, the earth, why it appears a sterile promontory, this most excellent canopy, the air, look you, this majestical roof fretted with golden fire, why it appears no other thing to me than a foul and pestilent congregation of vapors. What a piece of work is a man. How noble in reason, how infinite in faculty, in form and moving, how express and admirable. In action, how like an angel. In apprehension, how like a god. The beauty of the world, the paragon of animals, and yet, to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Man delights not me. No, nor woman neither, though by your smiling you seem to say so.
My lord, there is no such stuff in my thoughts.
Why did you laugh then when I said man delights not me?
To think, my lord, if man delights not you, what Lenten entertainment the players shall receive from you. We cope to them along the way, and hither they are coming to offer you service.
He that plays the king shall be welcomed here. His majesty shall have tribute of me. What players are they?
Even those who are wont not to take delight in the tragedians of the city.
Gentlemen, you are welcome at Elsinore, but my uncle, father, and aunt mother are deceived.
And what, my lord?
I am but mad. Northwest. When the wind turns southerly, I know a hawk from a handsaw.
There are the players.
My lord, I have news to tell you.
My lord, I have news to tell you! When Rostius was an actor or in
The actors
Rome.
are come hither, my lord. They are the best in the world, either for comedy, tragedy, pastoral, historical, comical, tragical, historical, scene, individual. Seneca cannot be too heavy, nor Plautus too light.
Welcome, friends. Welcome, all you are welcome at Elsinore. Oh, my old friend, thy face is valen since I saw thee last come. Give us a speech. We'll have a taste of your quality. Come, a passionate speech.
Oh, what speech, my
I
lord?
heard thee speak me a speech once. 'Twas never acted. One speech and I chiefly loved. 'Twas Aeneas' tale to Dido, or thereabouts of it especially, where he speaks of Priam's slaughter. If it live in your memory, begin at this line. Let me see. The rugged Pyrrhus, like the Hyrcanian beast. It is not so. It begins with Pyrrhus. The rugged Pyrrhus, he whose sable arms. Just so proceed you.
Anon he finds him, striking two swords as Greeks, his Antique sword, rebellious to his arm, lies where it falls, repugnant to command. Unequal matched, Pyrrhus at Priam, drives in rage, strikes wide, but with the whip and wind of his fell sword, the unnerved father falls. The senseless Ilium, seeming to feel this blow with flaming top, stoops to his base, and with a hideous crash, takes prisoner Pyrrhus' ear, for lo, his sword, which was declining on the milky head of Reverend Priam, seemed in the air to stick. So as a painted tyrant, Pyrrhus stood, and like a neutral to his will and matter, did nothing. But, as we often see against some storm, a silence in the heavens, the rack stands still, the bold wind speechless, and the orbit below is hushed as death. Anon, the dreadful thunder doth rend the region, so after Pyrrhus' pause, aroused vengeance sets him new at work. And never did the Cyclops' hammers fall on Mars' armor forged for proof eternal with less remorse than Pyrrhus' bleeding sword now falls on Priam. Out, out, thou strumpet fortune, all you gods and generals sign on, take away her power. Break the spokes and bellies from her wheel, and bowl the round nave down the hill of heaven, as law was to the fiends.
This is too long.
Shout to the barbers with your beard, prithee. Say on, he's for a jig, or a tale of bawdry, or he sleeps. Say on, come, Hecuba.
But who? Oh, who had seen the ennobled queen?
That's good. Ennobled queen is good.
Run barefoot, up and down, threatening the flames with beasts in room, a cloud upon that head, where laid the diadem stood, and for a robe about her lank and all our timid loins, a blanket in the alarm of fear caught up. Who this had seen with tongue and venom steeped, against fortune's state with treason have pronounced. But if the gods themselves did see her then, when she saw Pyrrhus make malicious sport and mincing with his sword her husband's limbs, the instant burst of clamor that she made would have made milch the burning eyes of heaven and passion in the gods.
Look, whether he has not turned color and there are tears in his eyes. Pray you, no more of this.
'Tis well. I'll have thee speak out the rest soon. Good my lord, will you see these players well bestowed? Do you hear me? Let them be well used, for they are the very abstract and brief chronicle of the time. After your death, you had better have a bad epitaph than their ill report while you live. Much better. Use every man after his desert, and who should escape whipping. Use them after your own honor and dignity. Take them in.
Come, sirs.
Follow him, friends. We're here to play tomorrow night. Dost thou hear me, old friend? You can play the murder of Gonzago?
Aye, my lord.
While here tomorrow night, you could for a need study of speech of some dozen or 16 lines, which I would set down and insert in it, could you not?
Aye, my lord.
Very well, we'll have it tomorrow night. Follow that lord and look you. Mock him not. Friends, I'll leave you till night. You're welcome at Elsinore.
Good, my lord.
I so God be with you. Oh, what a rogue and peasant slave am I. Is it not monstrous that this player here, but in a fiction, in a dream of passion, could force his soul so to his own conceit, that from his working all his visage wand, tears in his eyes, distraction in his aspect, his whole function suiting with forms to his conceit, and all for nothing, for Hecuba. What's Hecuba to him, or he to Hecuba, that he should weep for her? What would he do? Had he the motive and cue for passion that I have, why he would drown the stage in tears, and cleave the general ear with horrid speech, make mad the guilty, uphold the free, and confound the ignorant, and amaze indeed the very faculties of eyes and ears, while I, the son of a dear father murdered, prompted to my revenge by heaven and hell, must, like a whore, unpack my heart with words, and fall in very drab cursing of an fine foe about my brain. I have heard that guilty creatures, while sitting at a play, have by the very cunning of the scene been struck so to the soul that presently they have proclaimed their malefactions. For murder, though it have no tongue, it will speak with most miraculous organ. I'll have the players play something like the murder of my father before mine uncle. I'll observe his looks. I'll tempt him to the quick, but if he but blench, I'll know my course. The spirit that I have seen may be the devil, and the devil hath the power to assume a pleasing shape, and yea, perhaps, out of my weakness and my melancholy, as he is very potent with such spirits, abuses me to damn me. I'll have grounds more relative than this. The play's the thing, wherein I'll catch match the conscience of the king.